So today's code seminar is going to be on the topic of incorporating AI agents into virtual worlds. And I'm going to start by stepping back a little bit and giving some context on why I think that's important. Obviously, it's cool, right? There are more and more capable AI systems generating text and also images, and we've put some of the art into TRS and other places, and that's pretty fun. And today we'll integrate GPT-3, which you can use to make chatbots or agents that are pretending to be, or maybe in fact are, experts in some area of science or other human knowledge, and that will be interesting and useful. But I see incorporating AI agents as maybe a piece together with the kind of generative art that we're experimenting with in Song Spires. And I want to explain how I think about that before we get into the code. This is a quote I found in George Dyson's book, Darwin Among the Machines, which I highly recommend, and I think it's quite deep. I'll just read it. "We have mapped, tamed, and dismembered the physical wilderness of our Earth, but at the same time, we have created a digital wilderness whose evolution may embody a collective wisdom greater than our own. No digital universe can ever be completely mapped. We have traded one jungle for another, and in this direction lies not fear but hope, for our destiny and our sanity as human beings depend on our ability to serve a nature whose intelligence we can glimpse all around us but never quite comprehend. Not in wilderness but in wildness," wrote an often misquoted Henry David Thoreau, "is the preservation of the world." So this idea of in wildness I like very much. I think it's apropos to metauni in the most degree. So part of the reason I like going outside into nature, I love the ocean, I love hiking. Part of that reason is to feel like you're in the presence of something that goes way beyond what you can cook up in your mind, right? As a mathematician, someone who spends a lot of time in their own head, that's a feeling I enjoy very much. And there's a kind of threshold at which generative environments, I wouldn't say Song Spies has crossed that threshold. It's a kind of tiny toy compared to where we'll be in a few years. But the kind of rich generative environment that nobody really makes, right? It's generated by some simple rules, but interacting over a long amount of time and in a complex way to form something that's aesthetically attractive. That's one kind of wildness. And there's another kind of wildness which comes from just intelligence that isn't human intelligence, which is out there doing things and in a way that maybe we don't completely understand, but when we catch glimpses of it or we interact with it, it pushes us in directions that are outside of the directions we could generate for ourselves. And that kind of wildness is, I think, a crucial element of really profoundly meaningful virtual worlds. So that's the context in which I want to think about adding AIs to metauni as ways of making it a deeper place, and also just a more fun place. I'm open to comments on what I just talked about, but I'll also just start coding, I think. So GPT-3, for those of you who haven't heard about it before, is a transformer model. It's a particular kind of neural network trained on a large corpus of text from the internet. Think about Wikipedia, every book ever scanned by Google Books, or that you can download from Library Genesis, many papers, etc., etc. So a huge corpus of text. And it's trained to predict the next token, which is a part of a word, so you give it a bunch of sentences and then you ask it to predict the next token. And that's the loss function and then gradient descent. optimizes the weights in that neural network to make it do a good job of that, to the extent that you can get it to do many things. And maybe I'll just give you a brief demo. Hopefully you get this before the AI does. I don't think that explanation makes any sense. Let's see. The first digit is flipped. Yeah, the second digit is the same as the first digit. I don't think so. No. Okay, so...
Oh, yep.
Okay, yeah, that's better. All right, so it's not perfect. Anybody who wants to can give me ideas. I'm just going to make up an interview with...
Whoa.
Holy crap! Yeah, that would be... sometimes when you get responses from GPT-3, you have to wonder whether it actually read it in an article and it's just regurgitating it. I don't... Usually it's not, so obviously it's read many articles that are interviews with David Baszucki, but...
Yeah. Like this one, I believe. There's many...
Yeah. So, but that's a pretty good job, right? Okay, let's try one more. Okay, very good. Okay, all right. So it's a very capable model. You prompt it with text, and then you can tweak what it does by giving it a prefix. So what we're going to do is here's the overall architecture of what we're going to do. I'll take a look at the OpenAI. OpenAI is the company that makes GPT-3. I'll take a look at the API. That's what we're going to be plugging into. We're going to make a web server with Replit that will listen for post requests from Roblox sent by HTTP service. So we'll, from a script in Roblox, send a post request to that web server on Replit. Replit will then talk to the OpenAI API, send our input to it, prompt the GPT-3 model to say something. We'll take the response from GPT-3, return it via the post response to the script in Roblox. We'll pass it through moderation, and then we'll show it to the user. And that's how you'll talk to... we'll have some actual object in the world, which is a representation of the AI, and then we'll talk to it like that. Any questions?
There's a question in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I'm not looking at the chat. Mm-hmm. Thanks. Busy packing near my entertainment. It's in the wrong box. Don't take that. Something new every time. Yeah, I agree with that. That's right. Why do you need Replit in the middle? Because you need the Python. The API is a Python module, so there's no way of interacting directly with the OpenAI service. I believe, for now anyway. Okay, so let's do it. So by the way, anybody can sign up for for GPT-3. It's there's no wait list, and the API is also widely available. You don't any longer need to submit an application. The reason I haven't done this before is in the past you had to submit an application which explained what you were doing, and you had to submit a video and so on, and I couldn't be bothered. But now it really just, they'll let anybody do it. Okay, so if you go to the documentation for the API, you'll see that you need to install the OpenAI API. And I have, this is my one I'm going to copy paste from. Okay, so you don't have to do this on Replit, obviously. It's just pretty convenient. So actually I'm going to bootstrap off the old for the sake of nostalgia. So when metauni started, there was a Discord bot which would move you into different voice channels depending on where you are in the world. And I'm just going to use that because it's already got the web server set up. It's not difficult to set up a web server using Python. You can Google for how to do that. I don't think there's any point in us coding that part. It's very well covered by many tutorials. So basically what's going to happen is, so this is it's a Replit, if you don't know it. It's basically like an online notebook, but it's very well set up for package dependencies, so it's quite easy to get stuff up and running. And I'm running a web server here at this address, and the code for that is these are the well, this is the stuff I used originally to make the Discord bot. Well, I did some version of this. I don't remember if Billy rewrote all this part as well. Perhaps not. Okay, so this is handling web server requests and then sending some response. So this is what we're going to hook into. It's currently running. I'll just stop it. Actually, on this REPL, I've already installed the OpenAI API, but if I hadn't, I would just be pasting this into the shell. Actually, maybe I do need to reinstall it because I just opened this up again. Okay, so that seems to be fun. Just let me check the chat again. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I should try that, but some other time. Okay, so we're going to open up TRS and put in the script that's going to talk to the web server. We're going to call this Sybil for reasons that you can understand if you Google to understand what Sybil means. Alright, so here we need HTTP service and we need that URL for the REPL. Maybe I'll start it. When I go back and do this properly, I'll wrap this in a P call or whatever. Okay, so we're going to send some. This is the input that web server will see. So this will be some text, perhaps, that the user. I'm open to ideas about how you should interact with this, but I'm imagining for the moment that you walk up to some object and then a text box comes up. Maybe there's a proximity prompt. You type in what you want to say, and then it puts up a thing above its head, like a billboard or something. And then you continue. So I don't know if we'll get time to do it today, but one of the challenges will be to maintain context. So each time you call the OpenAI API, what you provide is all the model will see. It doesn't have any memory, right? It's just a function that takes an input and gives an output. So if you want it, like I was doing earlier, I had this multiple, when I was doing that interview with David Baszucki or Galileo, right? I asked for a response and then I typed an extra thing. And then I got a second response. So what's happening there is that the second time it queries the model, it just sends all the previous interactions. So all the text in that text box is what went to the model. So we'd need to do something kind of analogous. Maybe in the API itself, there's a way of setting that so that it maintains a session. I have no idea, actually. Okay. That should be fine. So let's switch over to here. This was the old code from the Discord bot. So we need to import OpenAI. All that stuff up there is to do with what the bot used to do. All right, so if OpenAI query is one of the keys, for now we're just going to try this. So hopefully this will print whoa to the console in Roblox.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now let's actually call the API. So for that, what on earth is this? This is your curse, Billy. This has never happened to me before, and then there's... What did you do? Yeah. Okay. Seriously? So what is your magic trick for getting rid of this? I'm supposed to like drag some shit around or undock some things? I have to close any script. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, okay. No idea why, but all right. Okay. Let's put some interesting prompt in here. Okay. So we need a key. So when you query the API, as usual, when you're interacting with these kinds of things, you need to provide a key. Here's an example that just shows you how the Python API works. So you import OpenAI, you set the API key, and then you just give it the prompt, and there's some parameters. How crazy you want it to be. So the temperature controls how much risk you want the predictions to take in terms of should they. I mean, it's predicting the next token, and it has some distribution over tokens. How much do you want to weight the most likely prediction? If you know the idea of temperature in, say, a Boltzmann distribution. max tokens. I don't understand what a lot of these do. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. There's nothing really profound going on there. Except we need to get my API key. Now, once this stream is finished, I'm going to change the API key before I'll disable that one before I put anything up on YouTube. And let me see how dodgy the people are in this stream. Yeah, you guys seem like maybe you're not going to bankrupt me in the next 5 minutes anyway. So
No, don't worry.
okay, so I'll just grab this key. Still typing. Not sure what that's about. Yeah. Well, you'll get another chance to see it. Just take a screenshot. Okay, wait. Oh, this is somebody else's key. This is not mine. This is mine. Bye-bye. Okay, I think that should work. But I need to send... Oh, yeah, right. So the response is actually some structured thing. So let me run it. Once I get some response from Discord, from Roblox. So once the query is sent, once I look back at Replit, there should be something in the terminal. Yeah, so this is the this dictionary here is what the API returns. Okay, so remember, it didn't query what we gave it. It sent as its query this text that I got from this other example. So what it sends back is choices. I guess that's one of them. You can ask it for more than one completion. So we'll just take the choices entry and then the first in that list, and then text, and then there's some other information. So what we want is response text is response choices 0, right? Not 1.
Yeah.
And then out of that I want text. So I think we'll do that. Okay, I'll do that first, and then the next time we run it, I'll actually feed the input we gave it from Roblox.
So does the order of the choice have any relevance, or?
I don't know. I don't actually know how to get it to give more than one choice. I think it's a bit like Dolly, where you get back 4 images for your prompt. I think if I change the input I gave when I was sending the API request, maybe it would send me back 1 or 2 possible completions, however many I ask for. Okay, so we got back that text. That seems to be working okay. Now, I don't know how important this stuff is. I don't know what stop means. Yeah, let me have a look at that. So stop tokens. In the chat example, 3 stop sequences use a new line, the value human, and the value AI as goal to generate only a single line of text that corresponds to the current speaker. Completion can't go to a new line. The completion can't change the speaker. Oh, I see. The pattern of separating each Q&A pair with a new line gives us confidence that the return key new line will work well as a stop sequence. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So you saw in that interview that when I asked David Bazuki the question, it generated a whole bunch of follow-up questions automatically, including it was his first answer, but then it kept going. So if we have new lines as a stop sequence, like it's doing in that example, I'm guessing, I don't understand why it's 3. I guess my guess is that by giving it this prompt, it learns that certain things have the stop sequence after them. So new lines have the stop sequence after them, and that's all, I guess. So then it infers that after new lines, it should stop. So that's a pattern that it's learning, like it learned that bitwise not. It's learning that it should return control and stop generating once it hits a new line, and that's how you would get that. Maybe we can try it with the interview. So let's try the. I don't know if we can change the stop sequence.
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, let's try this. Oh. Yeah, all right. How do I spell his name?
I'm gonna butcher this name.
It'll know how to spell it better than I do. Okay, so I should start with some examples, I guess. Interviewer. Is Roblox good? Yes, it's good.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a good answer. Alright, I guess we sort of understand what that's doing then. Okay, so I'll stick to that. Well, okay, maybe I'll. I need to get the actual query text. So that is command open query. Prompt equals query text. Okay. So now hopefully it's going to give us something to do with Galileo. I'm not saying that the Bible is wrong, I'm saying that it's not right. It's not right to teach children that the earth is the center of the universe. It's not right to teach children that the earth is only 6,000 years old. It's not. Okay. That's a success. Okay, so that's the API integration. Now let's, obviously we can do more with that, but let's hook it up to an object so you can walk up to it and make it say something. I don't have a clear idea where it should be or what it should look like, but for now I'm just going to stick it on this because it looks suitably mysterious already.
Oh, it has some stuff inside.
Yeah, I'm never quite sure whether I want to do. I'll just do this on the client. With the game streaming, it complicates proximity prompts a fair bit. So the thing is, proximity prompts, if you make them on the client, they'll disappear when it gets streamed out. So you sort of have to make them and destroy them as things stream in and out, which has been a little bit of a process. Right, so you can see here, I don't get it. So this is the part that belongs that we just looked at. And when it streams in, you'll get an instance added signal because it's tagged with meta-atmos orb part, so that it attaches prompts. And when it's streamed out, this particular thing is disconnected. All right. So I'm just going to add another prompt, which is something like say something. And to start with, all right, prompt connection, prompt triggered. Sure. Don't know that I need a separate connection. I can just use this. The way I'm doing it here is not right. Okay, so if this is attach proximity prompt. This is kind of a weird experience because every time I hear that Discord noise, I'm going to think that Billy is pointing out a typo.
Oh no, we're actually talking about the urinals in the conference center.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty entertaining. I had to turn off the scripts because they didn't interact well with streaming, but you can actually go and flush them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And one of them has a character in it looking forlornly at the toilet bowl. Anyway, okay, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. What's this offset? I need to offset it from the other proximity prompt, but I never quite remember the...
You don't just stack automatically?
I don't think so. Maybe they do, but definitely in the orb code I'm setting the offset. Maybe it's not in...
Oh.
Oh, I'm in the wrong. So I can just look it up.
Billy says they intersect.
Yeah, right. UI offset. need to set an activation key code for the second one. The first one will be automatically E. Okay, and name is GPT. Okay. Let's see how that goes. All right.
Talking to the AI.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Yeah, okay. I just didn't see it the first time. I thought I'd disabled all of these. Just a second. There. Okay. There's like a separate flush script inside of all of these things. Okay. All right, that works. Now, okay, we have to think a bit about how the interaction's going to work. So when you talk to it, it's probably better if other people see its response and therefore also if they see your question, right? So maybe we should, ideally, maybe we just grab things from the chat. Ultimately, it should be part of the chat, I suppose, or the new text service or something. Maybe given the time, we won't worry about that too much. So what I'm going to do is bring up a text box. Grab some input, send it with a remote event to the server. The server is going to be then doing this HTTP service call. Started going.
Maybe you need to like stop the game before.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm never quite sure what changes will persist after that happens. God.
I'm sorry.
What's the rule when you're editing a script, whether it's going to revert or not when you stop playing? I'm never quite sure what's going to happen.
You just pray.
Yeah. It's a little strange. What? Okay. Beautiful. All right. guess that's all I need to do. And no. What am I doing?
Yeah, you're printing the sort of instead of.
Yeah, no. I want to submit this. This is. That's what I had in mind. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm going to do. Maybe that works. What? Oh, it's just not there at that moment. Yeah, all right. Wait for child, I guess. Oh, damn. Needed to do play here. There's still another urinal that is complaining.
Hmm.
Right. Okay. Okay, that all seems fine. So let's open back up that script. Let's try.
What?
That's not so smart.
Question mark.
Yeah. Usually that actually works. Oh, what?
I don't fear artificial intelligence now.
Okay. Maybe it's the
That's weird.
maybe it's the stop symbol.
No complex roots, I guess. So, yeah.
I think it's the stop symbol.
It's suspicious that it's printing 3 times. Or like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't repeating the returns before, right? Yeah, I think the stop symbol is confusing it. Let's just take that out for the moment. I think I don't have to give any stop symbol. We'll try this. Okay, the other thing we want to do is actually have it show up above this thing. I don't know how to use billboards. Is that a reasonable thing to do? What is a... Okay, so I actually want to send the response back to the user. Well, okay, or maybe just show it above the... Okay, how do billboard GUIs work? So I can parent like a text box or a text label to this thing, or what?
Yeah.
Using scale sizing and text scale. Okay. I don't know what it means by using the scale sizing.
You can use like UTM to point from scale, like a constructor.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's
Ah, okay. All right. I do not know how to use that. So I need to do that with the billboard as well, I guess, right? There used to be examples in this documentation, and now there are none. Or are they hidden in here somewhere?
No, I don't think. No more.
Billboard max distance Adorni always on top size. Well, this doesn't use that, right? Okay, I'm just going to use this. I guess I don't want to make this over and over again. Okay, let's try.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the name is not right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because of the fine first child, it's a GPT billboard.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's a one.
I don't think that's relevant. What happened? Where's the billboard?
Oh,
That is this one, yeah. Active. Adorni, body always on top, enabled. Extends max distance size.
Maybe it's the size offset of the billboard.
The size what?
Size offset. No, it's not this.
So close. Okay. Will I see a billboard GUI in Studio if I make one?
Yeah, maybe just copy and paste it.
Oh, I should have done that. Yeah. Maybe I'll just try making one here and make it work. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's because of the material, I believe. It's a glass.
Ah, okay. All right. So I need to put an offset of, say, 200 or something, or minus 200. Oh, no.
I think if you go above,
I want a studs offset.
like above, there's something called always on top.
Oh, you just put a 200 studs above.
200 studs, yeah, right. Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's try that. And always on top, you said, yeah, we'll do that as well. Okay, so it's already always on top.
So it's just the studs offset.
Yeah, let's try that. Actually, that's a vector 3. Should just work, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't delete that one I just made. Oh, well. My
That's weird.
Well, the computer in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy takes like 1,000,000 years or something, right? So, okay, let's have a look, see what happened. Didn't see the query. That's strange. Let's try again. Oh wait, I'm not printing anything here, so I guess this is a good moment to actually do the filtering we should be doing in the first place.
Yeah.
Does GPT actually say inappropriate things?
No, generally not, but I don't want to leave this around for somebody to try hard to get it to do it. I think it's this one, right? Text service.
Yeah, you need to give a user ID. It seems like.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks.
Oh, just the player instance, I guess.
Yeah, player from and player to. And I believe in this case, if I read the documentation correctly, I should make it both equal to the person who's triggering this. So that is player.
It says that it's an ID, no? If you
Oh,
type
really?
it back. No, in the code.
Oh, in the code.
A number.
Okay. Text. Yeah, right. Am I reading? That's different to what this says, right?
Wow.
Okay, I guess we'll find out. Yep.
Yeah, it has to be a number.
But now I'm not sure whether I passed two of them or just one. This tells me to just pass one.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Oh, come on. to be stopped so close to the end with such trivial things. 54. What?
Oh,
Oh, what's the response then?
I think it's a string, no?
Yeah. What? Okay, screw this. I'll fix that after the seminar. It did seem to actually get something back though, right?
Yeah.
Got query, yeah. So. Okay.
Yeah.
Genius. Okay. The question is too stupid. Alright, why can't I see it? Am I just too zoomed in? No, I don't think so. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Is there a visible something? Size offset. Enabled, extends, adornee. Wait, should I didn't set the adornee before.
No, but it was on the code that you just taken from the
Yeah.
online. Yeah.
Okay, let me try just adding another text label in here. Oh, come on.
Maybe just have like a super big size for the board and the text,
Yeah.
like 100, 100, 100, 100. Or...
What am I missing? Sorry, what were you suggesting to make 100?
No. So what if you try to make the Adorni to your own character?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, any base part, yeah. Oh, that's weird.
It's not hanging around underneath my feet somewhere. Wait.
Maybe upwards?
Where are you? Okay. This is ridiculous.
Wait, because usually the max distance is infinite, I believe. By default.
Okay, let's try this again. Let's take this opportunity to make this a bit bigger. Alright, shall I just try making it manually again and try and understand what the difference is? Okay, what have you got? Active is true. That wasn't on the one I made. Always on top. Yeah, that's good. I don't understand, I guess, what active does exactly, but I guess that'll tell me. Descendants will receive input events. Okay. Don't think that's relevant at all. Enabled, I guess I'm not setting. Maybe that's it.
Oh.
Right, maybe that's all it is. Extend self-set, light influence, max distance is infinity, that's right.
Well, you said it too. Yeah.
Name, parent, Adorni, you said that's not set. I don't. Hey, then. Maybe I should just get rid of Adorni. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to cut my losses and say that this will work. It's just a matter of fixing up this stupid web server. Okay, so what'll happen is that when that's fixed, so this will come up with the response from GPT-3. So we did the hard parts. Okay, any final comments before we wrap this up? Questions? No idea what this does. Yeah, me either. Okay, I think we'll stop there. Thanks everyone, and yeah, hopefully I'll send a message in the Discord when it's working, so you can all go talk to GPT-3.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. See you, everyone.
Thanks.